This is how the stamped out aluminium liners of a brand new Swiss Army knife looks like under the microscope. This is the typical pattern of the side flats of stamped out sheet parts. The surfaces of the side edges are quite rough and not shiny. This, on the other side, is an old 91mm Swiss Army knife on which I polished the side edges of the liners. In my opinion, this little change makes a big difference. Like this, the knife looks more valuable and more elegant. So in this video I will show you 3 tricks how you can glow up and refine your Swiss Army knife. So stay tuned if this sounds interesting for you. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another Swiss Army knife workshop video. In this series I show you maintenance and customization tricks for your Swiss Army knife. The playlist link to my other workshop videos you will find in the description box below. In this video I will show you 3 tricks on how you can glow up and refine your Swiss Army knife. The first trick works on old and new knives, and the second and third trick works only on used knives. These tricks works without totally disassemble the knife. So for trick number 1 you have to remove the scales. For trick number 2 you can remove the scales if you want, and for trick number 3 you don't have to do anything. So now let's jump to trick number 1. On trick number 1 I want to show you how you can polish the side edges of the aluminium liners. Here I have an old 91mm knife, and under the microscope it looks like this. Here you can clearly see the rough side flats of the aluminium liners. The next step is to remove the red scales, and I do that with warm water. So I put the knife into the water, then I wait for 3 minutes, and like this the plastic gets soft, and if you remove the handle the plastic around the rear head will not break out. So next step is to remove the keyring. So now I can start with the polishing work. So I will do this polishing work with my bench grinder. Here I have a felt disc on it, and with my micro drill with these little felt discs and polishing compound. So let's start. So both ends, here and here, is actually quite easy to polish when the tools are folded in. Oh, look at this. I really like this result. So, second end. So second end is not so easy because of this eyelet, but I can polish around this eyelet. I would say that worked perfect. So until now both ends are polished. The third side you can polish if you open all the tools. And yes, as soon the tools are open, you have to be very careful that you don't hurt yourself. So now you can see like this, I can polish this side flat of the liner and this side flat of the liner. So now I have to polish the last side. This is the most difficult one, because the reamer and the corkscrew is protruding a little bit. So until here, this part is no problem, and here we have to improvise a little bit. But first, let's do the first half, from here to here. So now, to polish the rest, I open the tools, corkscrew and reamer, and here I polish like this. And you have to be careful that you don't hook in. So here, in this part, the liners are not polished perfect. That's why I change to the micro drill and something like this. Now it's perfect. I like it. So the next step is to clean the gaps between the layers. So now, first trick is done. We polished the liners. Next trick is how to remove fine scratches from the blade. So can you see these scratches here? So these scratches you can remove with sandpaper and metal polish. So I like to use 600 grit sandpaper, 1200 grit sandpaper and 4000 grit sandpaper, and after the metal polish. So as soon you want to remove these scratches with the machine, with a bench grinder or something like that, you have to know what you do, because as soon you hooks in, terrible things can happen. So I would say if you are an experienced craftsman, you can do it with a machine. Otherwise, I would say it's much better to do it by hand. That works also. So let's start with the 600 grit sandpaper. So, if the scratches are more or less disappeared, change from the 120 grit sandpaper to the 600 grit sandpaper and make the same. So if this is done, you can change to the 4000 grit sandpaper. So now at the end I take the metal polish and the piece of fabric, and now I polish it. So now the blade looks beautiful again. No scratches anymore. I like this technique. So now the third trick, that your old Swiss Army knife looks more elegant and luxury again, is actually almost the same as polishing the blade. This is polishing the handles. And I use again 600 grit, 1200 grit and 4000 grit sandpaper. And this works great. So this is the old one. Can you see that? So now I change to the 1200 grit. So now I go to the 4000 grit. So, and this is almost perfect again, but now as last step I go to the buffing wheel. Wow! So this result is really impressive. Look at this. Now the last step is to set together the knife again. So this is the direct comparison with a brand new knife. This is an old one and this is the new one. So now you can make your own decision which one looks more elegant. The one with the polished liners, or the new one out of the box. So my friends, I hope this video was inspiring for you. I really liked the result. Thanks a lot for watching. I will do one more video this year. That's why I hope we see us in 2 or 3 weeks again. Thanks a lot for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Ciao!